Okay, guys, thank you all for tuning in. It's a very kind of special day, couple of days for the Cherry ecosystem and project. We're here in Web Summit. There's so much going on, a lot of energy. It's been a really good experience so far. We haven't got Herman here at the moment. Unfortunately, his flight from Japan was delayed. He's going to arrive here just in a few minutes. But what we're going to try and do is we'll try and fit his core update into the other aspects of the events that we're doing over the next couple of days, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. If anyone is in Lisbon at the moment or nearby even and you want to come by, we'll be doing some fun things, meeting with a lot of community members. We've already met some so far. And please just drop me a line on Telegram or on Discord and we'll meet up with you guys. Whether it's just around the place or whether you want to join in some of the events that we're going to be hosting and involved with, which I'll discuss now in a second. Before I go any further, I have to just address one thing, which is there was a slight mishap with the sale that was supposed to start about an hour ago with Seedling. Diego was supposed to join us for this live stream, but unfortunately he couldn't because they're now addressing, he's with the devs, they're in a conference room around the corner, and they're just trying to make sure that they get that done as soon as possible because it's a really good project that's launching, and we know that all you guys in the Seedling community especially were pretty pumped to join in, and unfortunately it was postponed till today and it was just a very small hiccup. The reason that we've kind of just stopped it from going live is that there's one small technical issue that I'm not too in the loop about, but what we need to do is just make sure that that's all tucked away so that it's a successful sale when it does go live. Diego will be keeping you guys posted insofar as is possible, and I know those guys are working quite hard, and they'll be working until they get it solved ASAP. So I'm here with Marv. I'm going to talk in brief about some of the things that are happening in Cherry, specifically to do with the Web Summit at the moment. And then we're going to talk to Marv about some of the things that he has planned and some of his experiences. But first, I'm going to discuss exactly what we've been doing and what we plan to do for the next 3 days, because it's the biggest tech conference in Europe, one of the biggest in the world. We've been very busy since the moment we touched down. Even on the plane over here, I was talking to people going to the Web Summit, making really good connections, and telling people about the project. It's been a great opportunity as well for us because especially with the lockdown and COVID stuff, there aren't as many or haven't been as many opportunities. For example, this was cancelled. It was all online last year. So this is a great opportunity for us to really get in touch with people. We're right beside the Polkadot stand. They're our partners, of course, as you know. We're talking to those guys. Lots going on, which I'll update you with over the next few minutes. But it's been really excellent so far, and we've really enjoyed it. Pretty hard work. You go from early in the morning to late at night, networking and discussing stuff from a Cherry Labs perspective. It's been very, very successful so far. I think, and I can't confirm exactly who they are, but we have at least I've been talking to 3 very interesting projects that are starting up at the moment. One is in fintech, the other is in edutech, and the other is in sustainable development that are thinking about building on the Cherry chain just based on the kind of chats that we've had. And then there's another NFT marketplace that we're pretty close to bringing into the Cherry ecosystem as well. So it's just been excellent so far. So yeah, as I said, what we're going to do is we're going to try and put on some interesting events. We've been kind of getting the lay of the land. I myself have a few friends that are in the management of Web Summit, so I've been meeting with them all morning and asking what are the kind of cool things that we can do. So what we have planned so far is that we're going to, tomorrow at 11 a.m., if anybody is in Lisbon or at the Web Summit itself, then please get in touch. We're going to publicize the details later today or maybe tomorrow morning. But at 11 a.m., within one of the pavilions, we're going to have a coffee brunch with some pizzas and stuff, and we'll be giving out some merch to people as well. I think that Herman's going to be there. Herman's going to just welcome the people that attend. We'll show you pictures of this. We might even live stream some chats that we do with people when we're there. That's going to be fun. So that kicks off things tomorrow morning. Then in the afternoon, we're going to have an interesting roundtable discussion, which is going to involve Herman, probably myself, and two interesting partners or contacts of ours. And we're going to discuss some of the bigger issues in Web3. So it'll be like a lot of the talks that are around here at Web Summit. We might actually host it here. We're just going to give these guys, especially Herman, especially the people that we have lined up. These are very experienced people in very dynamic projects. And they're going to talk a little bit about the kind of things that we discussed in our recent blog posts around some of the kind of critical issues in Web3 and where that's going to actually lead, what we can do as an industry to prepare for those things, to make the most of them. And then, of course, from a Cherry perspective, we will say that this is how we plan to navigate these things around regulation, things around privacy. These kind of considerations are quite important for the success of any project. So we're going to tell you a little bit about our thinking behind those things, and the people that we have lined up to take part will have a very interesting perspective as well. So that's going to be really fun. That's probably going to happen. We haven't been able to finalize an exact time because the guys that we're going to be doing with are quite busy, but we think it's probably going to be about 3 or 4 p.m. So about 24, 23 hours from now. But I'll make sure to keep you guys posted as soon as we have the details finalized of that. And aside from that, later on tomorrow, the church. But before that, we think that we got an invite from a pretty cool panel that's going on, and we just have to finalize the details about that. For us, it's mostly about meeting people, about talking partnerships, about meeting partners, and that's why we're here right beside Polkadot at the moment. But at the same time, we want to put things on for you guys so that you can kind of like experience the energy and the fun of things, and because it's a great opportunity for us, the team as well, to kind of be in the same place, and yeah, just kind of. Hopefully, we can kind of share some of that fun with you guys, because it's a really excellent event and we're really enjoying it so far. After that, we're going to have the Cherish party, which is going to be quite fun. I'm not going to give away too many details, but anybody in Lisbon, if you want to let your hair down a bit, we're going to just have some drinks and stuff with some people tomorrow evening. We're trying to find a good venue for that. We have a couple lined up, so it's going to be fun. It'll be a little bit less serious than some of the other things we've been doing. But yeah, that'll be fun. Mark's going to talk a bit more about that in a few minutes when he's giving his update about what's going on with Cherish. And then on Friday, we think that we're going to have another panel that either myself or Herman will be speaking on. And I think Diego will also be involved in that from a sealing perspective, so that sealing is well represented at this event. And then to cap things off, we're going to get various members of the team to join in, and possibly some of our partners as well. We're going to have another kind of panel discussion, just more of an informal chat, maybe in a more relaxed atmosphere. That'll happen on Friday afternoon at about 5 p.m. when things start to wrap up here. And if there's any other opportunities for cool things we can share with you guys, anything we can live stream, or any updates we can give, then we'll fit that into our busy schedule as well. But yeah, we're going to cap everything off with our weekly recap, like a retrospective on everything that we've seen, both from what we've learned from or with regards to the wider industry, but also what we've learned as a project and all the cool things that we're even more enthusiastic about at the moment. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to write out the slate of events in a few minutes after this call. I'm going to write it all out so that you guys know exactly when to tune in. And if you're in Lisbon, of course, if you can come along, please do. I'll buy you a beer. We can have a chat and it'll be fun. But yeah, the first thing that's going to kick off is tomorrow at 11 a.m. here in the Web Summit itself. We're going to have a coffee, brunch, pizza morning kind of thing. It'll be fun. And we'll be giving out merch. So if you want one of these nice t-shirts, grab the t-shirts. This is the first edition of merch that we have. The next edition, Marv is actually going to speak about in a minute. It's going to be cooler, but these t-shirts are quite nice as well. So we've got some t-shirts, we've got some pens, bags, that kind of stuff. That's going to be dished out at Web Summit tomorrow. If you're in the area, then please drop by. I'll include the details in a few minutes, in about an hour or so. Just when we finalize some small details, I'll throw that in the Telegram chat and we'll tweet it out as well. So, as I said, unfortunately, Herman can't join us now. There was some issue with his flight from Japan, but we're going to try and actually work in Herman to do a audio update, give his core update at some point. So this will be basically only the first half of this week's AMA. We'll have Herman on tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, to give his update as well. So unfortunately, I don't have more news about the really fundamental things that have been happening. I can't do justice, so I'm not going to try. Herman is the best man for that, and he'll update tomorrow. So I'm going to hand you over to Marv now. Marv, we've got some interesting things lined up. The cherish party is going to be fun. Yeah. Not too much fun. We've got a busy day on Friday. Of course, yeah. So we don't have too much fun on Thursday, but it will be fun.
Let me just check in with what's going on with the core of Cherish, our processes and our development. So first and foremost, as always, we're still steaming ahead with our onboarding, both online and offline here at Web Summit. Let's sit over here, get the spotlight. So onboarding is going great in every aspect. So we're really looking forward to people we're getting on this week and we're getting in connection with this week. Then tomorrow you can expect a Cherish update. I think number 3. That's looking really good, and it's about the decentralized nature of Cherish and how that will impact creators and users of the Cherish platform. So that's something to look forward to as well. As you can imagine, we're quite busy here at Web Summit, so the things you'll see will mostly be from the event and anything regarding the event. But the technical side of Cherish is still up and running, and development is going ahead smoothly. And that's actually going really well. My focus here, when it comes to networking, connecting with people, was mainly concerning some of our payment providers. We have a couple of payment providers lined up, but when we're in the space that Cherish is, some payment providers do not like all the content that we might be posting on Cherish or that is allowed on Cherish. So it's always good to have a couple more buyer side and on your team. So I've been having a lot of good conversations with these payment providers and other services that we might be in need of in the future, and establishing a good relationship in case we do want to close partnerships with them. Then, as Owen said earlier, we're doing the Cherish event. More information is coming out about that pretty soon. We'll have just, as I said, a hair down, a calm meetup, and have some creative discussions, and let's see where that leads. So I'll be joining in, helping with organizing some of the other Cherry events as well that we're doing here, and then additionally the Cherish specific meetup. So I think that's about it for Cherish. Yeah, I should have gotten it, and I'll leave you for Owen to do the outro.
Okay, so as Marv said, some interesting things happening with Cherish specifically. Herman has some more cool news for you guys. He's on a flight, probably touching down pretty soon, I think. So unfortunately, can't share it right now, but I'll make sure, I'll twist his arm and make sure that he gives you guys an update. We'll grab a conference room at some point tomorrow, and we'll just finish that part of the AMA by audio tomorrow. What I was going to say as well was that we do have the quiz coming up. So John, unfortunately, can't join us in Lisbon at the moment. We're going to make sure that John can get to the next event because he's always a great help. And he's always working very hard behind the scenes, and he's got a lot of expertise in making these things go smoothly. So he's actually helping us right now with the AV stuff. So John is going to help us with the quiz in a few minutes now when we finish up here. We've been quite busy the last few days getting ready for this event. So far, it's paid off wonderfully. So yeah, it's been a marvelous experience so far. But at the same time, I know that there's some people that need to get their quiz rewards from last week. So yeah, just bear with me. After this call, I'm going to go through the slate of timetable events for the next couple of days. I've got to get that done, and then I'll come and I'll DM the guys again who are waiting for their prices, and we'll get that sorted. Sorry for the delay. Apart from that, I think what I'd like to touch on as well is that Diego, as I mentioned earlier, is troubleshooting some problems with that sale. But I'm going to say to Diego to let the community know, the sealing community and everyone else, the event that he has planned is quite cool as well. So Within the next couple of hours, we'll have more details of the things that are happening here. Quiz is coming up in a few minutes. We'll get to our quiz winners from last week as well. And as well as that, there'll be more developments from the solving the issues with the seeding sale very soon as well. So I think that's it.
It should be it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And yeah, we'll keep you posted as to what's planned. And we should have some more details within an hour or so when we get the details of the venues and stuff finalized. But for anybody in Lisbon, remember that it's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be probably in Pavilion 3, 4, or maybe 5.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to host our coffee, brunch, pizza thing, whatever. If you want to get some free merch, if you want to get these nice t-shirts, then please join. And we'll be able to sort you out.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the next day merch drop.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Let me just talk 2 seconds about that. So we have a new merch drop incoming. I've been working on it with the Cherry team for a while now, and it's looking really, really sweet. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on in the next week or so, and then we'll make them available very soon. I hope that it'd be November still. So you guys will start giving these out as prizes for competitions, and we'll be able to get them out to you guys as soon as possible. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
we got caps, hoodies, t-shirts, no pants this time.
No pants?
No pants.
No pants.
We wanted really specialized pants, so we'll just go pants next time.
Really special pens, so we're going to make sure that the pens have to be perfect.
Yeah, they got to be perfect.
Yeah.
But for now, it's looking good. Caps, t-shirts, 3 types of t-shirts, 2 types of hoodies. It's looking really sweet.
It's pretty cool. And we put a lot of
man hours and work.
a lot of work. Mark, our designer, Mark Luis, have helped out to design these things. They look great. We're looking forward to getting our hands on them. We're going to be selling some of them. We're going to be giving some away. If you come to some of the events that we have planned, I think it's a good opportunity. There's a couple of crypto meetups, big ones in London between now and the end of the year, and I'm looking at the moment at how we can possibly integrate that into our schedule. So anybody in London, the last London event we had was very successful. I'm going to have more details of that, but I said, it's a good time to kind of maybe tease that as well. Considering the fact that we kind of have the merch more or less finalized, it might be good to do some maybe on let's say on Friday when we're finishing the recap, we might do some teaser images.
I don't want to give anything away just yet.
We'll
see.
We'll give we will. We'll give some small tasters of what these
a
are.
little
They're really
taste.
cool. These are the kind of clothes that you like to swear around normally. Really legit stuff. We got our designers getting very creative with it. So
when we compare it to the merch we see around working here, I'm pretty proud of the work we've done already.
It's nice stuff. It's nice gear.
I guess.
And we look forward to getting it out to some of your hands pretty soon.
I think everybody's eagerly waiting for the quiz about now.
Quiz, okay.
All right, guys. See you later. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one.
Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. See you later, guys.